Watch Justin Elkins. He's on your left. Daniel Gillette, the best a man can get, is on your right. I'm sure he's never heard that joke before, so I'm just going to keep running with it.
That is new.
And Mono Green
That
Tron.
is a new because it references a brand that is popular.
Do you get it? Rift Bolt on suspend here for Elkins. Pass the turn back. I was on Wednesday. I was apartment hunting, and I was running errands that day as well. There's an Urza's Mine into an expedition map, and I heard a Cedric the Entertainer joke 3 separate times the same day.
It is definitely. It is funny the first time and then remains funny.
It's just horrifying.
Oh,
As here's a harsh mentor.
it didn't hit the map.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm in for this. I'm actually not a huge Goblin Guide fan. I know that's not my style of card. I like the Lava Mancer, Swift Spear, not Lava Spike, but all the bolts interact. That's the style of deck I like. I could be turned on to this.
This deck has been doing well on Magic Online. Like I mentioned, if you read Jerry Thompson's 10 Things column on the premium side of Star City Games, which you should because it's very good, he's talked about this deck some, and we've been seeing this deck. I think also Ross Merriam did a daily digest about this deck as well.
So here's the thing. There's no set of circumstances where you could ever get me to play a deck with 19 lands and 4 Molten Rains in the main and a bunch of Ravel Masters.
Okay.
That's got to be fixed. We got to get a 20th.
So you need more
Got
land?
to get a 20th land in there at the minimum. Maybe even once you're on Rananet Ruins, just play 21 lands. It's okay. It's so good to hit your 3s ahead on schedule. And if you flood out a little bit, you at least have a little bit of hedging.
Also, presumably, you're playing all these 3s because they're very good.
Right. And on the third turn, it's not like, oh, turn 5 Ravel Master, still sweet.
Not quite.
That's not how that works.
This isn't standard. And the Direfleet Daredevil with nothing much to do with it. That's a card that's picking up in popularity in Modern right now, too. So
A lot of good 1-mana spells.
yeah, you might want to keep your eye out on that.
Defining element of the format. So harsh. So harsh.
Yeah, that is a very harsh mentor. That is true. Elkins will draw. Wooded Foothills, he's found his 3rd land.
I mean, if you got a Molten Rain here, I'm pretty safe in calling it. I'm calling it.
Ring the bell. Gillette down to 9. Elkins going to sacrifice his Wooded Foothills. There's a basic mountain. That invasion?
That is Onslaught.
Okay. Hand ring it.
Ding, 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 ding. Do you have your rap air horn?
Oh, I do. Hold on, just for you.
You want to sack something into the harsh mentor?
There you go. Yeah. There's your air horn. Sorry. There's your Molten Rain air horn. As Gillette's going to fall down to 7.
You wanna cycle those?
No, you
don't.
don't.
I don't think so.
No, you do not. Yep, we're all done. Justin Elkins going to win.
Hell yeah.
Gonna win game number 1 here over Daniel Gillette. Bomat very quickly up a game over Mono Green Tron as a timely Molten Rain will get the job done. These players will go to the sideboards. We'll be doing that here in just a moment. But first, a couple words from our sponsors. We are back. Justin Elkins, Daniel Gillette. That's the match we're watching here in round number 5.
I'm building this deck on Magic Online, by the way.
Yeah?
I'm going in the lab on this one.
Is that tonight or tomorrow night?
Not tonight.
Okay.
Not tonight. I was in Minneapolis waiting for my connection until 1 in the morning today, I guess.
Yeah, technically today.
And we're in Milwaukee, not Minneapolis. That gives you a sense of how my evening was.
Bomat Red, Mono Green Tron. That's what we're watching here. Gillette has 3 Thragtusk, 3 Thought-Knot Seer, 3 Nature's Claim, 2 Spatial Contortion, a Ratchet Bomb, kaboom, a Crucible of Worlds, a Grafdigger's Cage, and a Spellskite Patrick.
So the 3 copies of Thought-Knot Seer are typically very good against burn. That should be good here, maybe even better because Elkins is doing so much more work through combat. I think those are easy to bring in. The Spellskite I think is fine here. The 3 copies of Thragtusk as well.
There's other things here for Elkins. Look at the 3 ofs. Oh yeah. Just 3 first. Dragon's Claw, Exquisite Firecraft, Relic of Progenitus, Skullcrack, Smush to Smithereens.
So easy 6 here, the 3 Skullcracks and the 3 Smash to Smithereens. You need to manage Wormcoil Engine as best you can. It's by far Tron's best card here, and both of those cards do some degree of work, though they're not exactly answers. Plenty of easy cuts here. You have your 4 Searing Blazes and the 1 Searing Blood, and feel free to cut a Shard Volley, an Eidolon, the Great Revel, whatever, to get those 6 slots.
Well, those are the options there for both players. Game number 2 about to be underway here, so we'll get ready for that as we are going to watch Gillette and Elkins. Looks like Gillette's on a mulligan.
I'm playing 21 lands, though.
Yeah, of course. You always got to find room for more lands. That's the only thing I always
3
do.
Goblin Rabble Master, 3 Rampaging Ferocidon, 4 Molten Rain, 19 land. Unacceptable.
You have to have a talk with Justin.
Yeah.
It's Chromatic Star.
But that is a really small critique in the scheme of things here. I like what's going on.
No 1-drop, unfortunately, for Elkins.
He doesn't play all that many. Only the 7. 9, I suppose. He's got 2 Lavamancers. Never mind.
And Gillette will draw.
Powerfully unlucky.
Here's an Ancient Stirrings. Powerfully unlucky is a nice term.
Oh, card is cast off Suspend. That happened.
That happened via Rift Bolt. Juicing up that bingo board.
So I think Ancient Stirrings finds lands that produce 2 plus mana. It needs to count were the land on the battlefield right now. So any Tron piece won't do, but if it, if you have Tron.
So what if he found one now? What if he found the tower off Ancient Stirrings?
I think that should count.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But that one should not.
Okay.
Good.
I would have given it to you.
No, I don't think that one should count.
Okay. There's another Bloodstained Mire. What do we got here? Any turn 2 plays here for Elkins? He'll sacrifice both Bloodstained Mires. Smush to Smithereens. Going to kill that Chromatic Star. Gillette will get to draw a card. Thragtusk in hand now for Gillette. Do we have a Tower of Power? Nah, just look at the basic forest. Now Gillette may play. How have we not had a player cycle a card all weekend? You serious?
It's not like there's that much cycling in the format.
There's just Street Wraith?
Shelter Thicket, some Living End decks. It's not the most common thing.
We can't count I can't remember. Manamorphose, that doesn't count.
No.
Cycle a star or a sphere, that doesn't count either.
No.
Feels like cycling to me. All right, cash in the sphere, draw a card, pick a color, any color.
So if you're going to do this, I would have preferred to not play the forest first to see if you could hit.
Yeah. Here's Ratchet Bomb. Elkins will draw. Be a good time for one of those 3 drops.
Yeah.
Is it Molten Rain time? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Take down Urza's Power Plant. What's the best Molten Rain you've ever cast? Do you know?
I went at Nationals 1 year. I went turn 1 Mountain Crow Mox Slipfire Worker, turn 2 Molten Ranger Tron piece.
Oof. That's game.
That was game.
Yeah, there's Oblivion Stone. Pass the turn back. 2 mines.
Some really good draws in that tournament. Turn 1 Slipfire Walker, turn 2 Seething Song, Sword of Fire and Ice Equip.
Peace out.
Deuces.
Yeah, you're dead.
See you on the other side.
Bloodstained Mire, the land here for Elkins.
Well, so another thing that I like about this Bomat Red and why it's more in the vein of deck that I like to play, I'm not a huge fan of Molten Rain plus Lava Spike. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
You either want to be burning out someone efficiently or interacting with the table, trying to do a little bit of both. Sometimes it works, but it's often awkward. This deck, if you're clocking someone with creatures, then your Stone Rains are kind of good no matter what.
There's a Dire Fleet Daredevil.
There's stirrings in there?
There is a stirrings down there.
Does he have?
Yeah, he says, I'm not gonna do that. Here's Nylon. Pass the turn back. Ratchet Bomb's up to 2. That can kill all the things.
Yeah, I suppose with the Ratchet Bomb there, I would have had a preference for just casting the stirrings looking for a land rather than deploy the second 2.
We'll go back over to Elkins. Picked up a Rift Bolt. See if he wants to start the turn by attacking or not. Does have at least one copy of Monastery Swift Spear in hand.
Yeah, I think the line that I would have liked to see last turn would be Swift Spear, Dire Fleet, and flashback the stirrings.
Okay.
Just, you have a spread of costs. You actually get a prowess trigger for your trouble. And with 4 mana, it's not really the worst thing in the world if you stirrings, because you have Randonet Ruins in your deck as like a big hit.
That's true. That's a pretty good hit. There's a skill crack there as well.
So this nets out to 7 damage coming across.
Yep. Ratchet Bomb will take care of the Dire Fleet Daredevil and the Eidolon of the Great Revel. The Swift Spears will come across, however. Now we'll head back over to Gillette.
Looks like his hand's kind of jammed. I mean, mana number 5 gives him Thragtusk or Oblivion Stone, but he has a lot of misses from here too.
See what this is. That is Sylvan Shrine.
That was his draw step for the turn, and he can't assemble Tron because he's on 2 redundant pieces. So he has land number 5 rolled up next turn for either Thragtusk or an activation of Oblivion Stone. Remains to be seen if that's going to be good enough.
See if there's a follow play here for Gillette. Nope, just going to pass the turn back. Can Elkins kill him this turn? That's the question. Rainap Ruins and a Rift Bolt in hand. You're going to see him hardcast a Rift Bolt. Put him down to 5. An attack for 4 can knock Gillette down to 1. And if Gillette's plan is just to win things with Oblivion Stone, that ain't going to do it because Rainap Ruins is on the battlefield. So he's got to go to Thragtusk.
Thragtusk is a lot, though. I mean, it's a blocker, and you go up to 6. Elkins can knock you down to win an attack the following turn to 5. You know, Gillette's not out of this yet.
Nope.
A lot of big draws, obviously, on the other side here.
Burn Spell would be great here for Mr. Elkins.
Molten Rain.
Yep, that'd also be quite good. Justin will draw Molten Rain. You can't see it. He's literally coming out of his chair.
Let him know where your draw step was.
Yep. Literally just coming out of his chair. There's Molten Rain. Gillette down to 4.
He takes damage and he's down his mana too. Yeah. What's not to like?
Now he's down to 2 and staring into the face of a Rainap Ruins. Maybe the best draw in Elkins' deck.
So now the hope is if Gillette has brought in his nature's claims and has the ability to cycle for them, maybe you get one more turn. But he's short the mana for Thragtusk. I don't even think he has another one in his hand.
Look at you, Mr. Molten Rain guy over here.
I am going to go to work on it. We are going to be in the lab with this one.
That's the royal we.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing anything. That's all you, man.
I'll send, you know how you get the occasional message from me at 1 in the morning. It's like,
yes.
Down to 2 Bomat couriers or whatever.
Or I'm just like, why are you awake? I'm just grinding, man. Dude, you know how you get the occasional messages? Yes. Yes, I do.
Text about decks you would never play, or YouTube videos of 1994 pro wrestling.
Scott Steiner, the Scott Steiner video that you sent to me.
Yeah.
You're
going to get a lot of messages about this deck.
Now here's Walking Ballista. That's all well and good. There is a, hey, you know what? Make him see it. How about that? Make him see the ramming up ruins. He saw it, you're dead. That is going to do it. Justin Elkins is going to win this match over Daniel Gillette. 2-0. Bomat Red going to take care of Mono Green Tron. And for Justin Elkins with his Star City Games beanie, he is 5-0 here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, typically working the shows, but this